What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning episode of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM. $1,000 first bet offer for new users with that promo code JUICE at BetMGM.com. Okay, so somebody asked me the question, Matt, what's the best betting week you've ever had? We're getting close. I got to do the accounting, but that's the third of 6 days where we've swept the board. Another 4-0 day yesterday. And we are doing very well in terms of up units. I got to add up everything officially, but unofficially. If you guys aren't in the Discord channel, why not? I gave out winners like it was candy yesterday. I was giving out parlays. I was giving out, live bets. I don't know. I'm waiting on two more goals or one more goal here. If the Sharks score, I'm going to hit another parlay, another overs parlay today, which will be another plus 250 cash today. If I get an over 6.5 for Buffalo and the Sharks, I already have the first leg, which is the Canucks game. That's in. So I need another one. I had the over 1.5 goals for the first period in both those games. That cashed, and we'll see how we're doing. So look. A lot of people are starting to pay attention. A lot of people are starting to send requests and things to me. Okay, I love it. I think when people get hot, all of a sudden you start running around going, oh my God, this guy can't miss a bet. This is incredible. This is all going to end, all right? So we're just going to stay in the moment. We're not going to get too high. We're not going to get too low. Just what it is, okay? It's just another day here. Close the week out. We're going to try to close the week out strong. I got 5 bets to give you guys here on the podcast. I'm a bit more with it this time. It's 9:45 Pacific time as I'm taping this, not like it was 2 a.m. yesterday when my brain was kind of fried. But if you bet the Stars, at the end I said the Stars and not, I said the Blues, not the Stars. Both those unders did cash. So either one, no matter what, either one came in. I did not bet the Andrade fight. Sometimes the best bet you make is the one you don't make. Didn't bet that. That's how hot I am right now. I'm just dodging the bets I was going to make. It got out of the way. Would have been wrong. Great tap out. And we've got some cool things going on in the flyweight division with women's MMA. But I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I know some of you are getting frustrated by this and some of you might be getting mad, but I'm not going to change. This was a piece of advice that I got from Dave Sharapan, my co-host on the Bostonian versus the Book, who, when I came back to the Daily Juice, he said to me, people like winning more than they like content. And I said, yeah, but, I should bet college basketball today. I should bet the XFL. I should bet things to give myself, or Tiger, bet golf today. He said, are you good at those sports? I said, no. He said, why are you betting them? I said, okay. So we're just going to do what we've been doing. And I know that might be kind of boring for some of you, but a lot of the bets today are very similar bets to what I have made. And I know you might be going, we can predict what Matt's going to bet, and that you can maybe not listen or watch. I get that. But hopefully you'll support the podcast. Hopefully we're doing some good things for you and your bankroll, and you'll keep on listening and keep on supporting as to what we're going to be doing here. So I have 4 bets in the NHL. I have 1 bet in college basketball. That's pretty much what I've been doing for the last couple of days. And we've been knocking these things down. This is not normal, okay? This will not be the consistent situation for the Daily Juice. But while it's going on, let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. Let's stay humble. Stay in the moment. Keep on. Don't extend yourself. Don't bet more. I mean, you guys who are parlaying my bets, I'm telling you, fine. I'm glad you're cashing, okay? This is great. One guy turned my bets yesterday. I think he bet $150 and he won $2,000. Okay, that's great. I'm so psyched you guys are hitting these things. Just understand that this is not going to be a consistent thing where I'm never going to recommend parlaying my bets. Never. You can do what you want with it. I'll give you the information, but I'm never going to recommend you guys parlaying my bets. If you guys want to keep track and if you guys want to get a hold of BettingPros Premium, we are still doing that contest, which is available right now for you guys to go ahead and get upgraded to BettingPros Premium 1 year. I am assuming they're going to tell me who wins this because I don't really know yet who's going to win this, but you could win this by subscribing to this very YouTube channel and comment underneath this video. And when you do, you could win a free upgrade to BettingPros Premium. Whether you're looking for access to exclusive picks, top-rated player props, or custom analysis of the way you are betting in your performance, BettingPros Premium has the tools to help you cash more bets. Plain and simple. Don't want to wait for the giveaway. Sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting harder. Start betting smarter, not harder. Okay, so let's get into this right away. Hockey. My breakdowns are going to get shorter because you guys are going to know what I'm going to be betting. Colorado is playing against Anaheim. Colorado has been a road team, a home under. They were at home yesterday. We bet them under. But Colorado's on the road now. And with Colorado being on the road, everything changes. Oh, sorry. They're at home. Excuse me. Sorry. They're a road under, home over. Sorry. Excuse me. Flip that around. I wrote that wrong. They were on the road yesterday against the Blues, under. They're at home today against the Oilers. Colorado is 7-2-1 to the over their last 10 games at home. Edmonton is 8-2 to the over their last 10 road games. Edmonton is just like an auto fire. It's only minus 120. That number's going to change. This number should be 7. Okay? You want to talk about what this number should be? Number should be 7. Colorado was a 4-1 winner yesterday on the road. Edmonton has been just giving up goals and scoring goals. It's just ridiculous with Edmonton. Here is something to look at. And this is a crazy stat from our guy, PSU Auto on Twitter, at PSU Auto on Twitter. Get this. If you have access to either pre-game betting this or in-game betting this, in the second period, Colorado is 18-4 to the over 1.5 goals in the second period. That's ridiculous. That's 82%. But they're playing a team in Edmonton who's even better. They're 21-3 to the second period over 1.5 goals, 87% of the time. So I got to search. I'm going to get up in the morning and go try to find this and see which book I can bet at to find a second period over. I believe in Vegas, Stations Casino does this, but I will be betting this. It will be a personal play, but it's a lean. I can't make it official because not every book does this. It's too difficult to find, but I'm just telling you this. The game, 1.2 units, we're going over Colorado hosting Edmonton, over 6.5 at minus 120. But I also will be betting the over second period with Edmonton and Colorado, given those numbers, which are stupid. So if you can find that either pregame or in-game, that's a very good bet to make. Okay, second period over 1.5 goals for Colorado and Edmonton. Minnesota is at home coming up here today. And Minnesota is a team that we bet the unders all the time. First period, under 1.5 goals for the Predators and the Wild. This has hit 6 times in a row for the Wild. Gustafsson is in net, which is phenomenal. It's what we want. It's plus money at plus 105. No one's betting this clearly because the books just won't change this number, which is fine by me. You have a total of 6 in this game. You have under 1.5 goals is on a 10-1 run. 16 of the last 18 games, this has come in. We're betting a full unit on this. We've hit this. I think I've hit this 4 times, maybe 5 times in a row. I don't know how many times in a row I've hit this. Wild under 1.5 goals, first period against Nashville at home. 6 straight times, 10 of 11, 16 of 18. 1 unit down, plus 105 at DraftKings tonight. What? Love it. Jump in on that. I am also taking the under in this game. And the Wild are just stupid at home. They're 8-1-1 to the under over the last 10 games. 8-1-1. And it's Gustafsson, their best goaltender. 8-1-1 to the Wild, to the under. We're jumping on it. And Nashville is, they're not great. They're 5-4-1 to the over, but they're not like insane. In Nashville, I think the over hits because of their opponent, not because of them. The Wild being 8-1-1, 1.1 units down. We're jumping in on the Wild under 6 goals at minus 110 up against the Nashville Predators. And then finally, Winnipeg is on the road at New Jersey. As we know, New Jersey is a better team on the road than they are at home. But Vanecek's in net, and Hellebuck should be in net today for the Jets. The Jets are 7-2-1 to the under over the last 10 games on the road. Hellebuck has played one time since the All-Star break. One game, he gave up one goal. Devils are 5-5 over the last 10 at home, but Vanecek has a 2.3 goals against average at home. He's pretty good at home. And the Jets just, it's just dumb. This team just on the road, the Winnipeg Jets are 17-8-2 on the year to the under on the road. Under 6 goals. Even money. We're jumping on the even money on this. It's beautiful. 1 unit down. Jets, Devils, under 6 at even money. Now, college hoops. The game of the day is Memphis against Houston. Maybe you make a case for Iowa Northwestern, but there's not a lot of value. I can't find many discrepancies for Iowa and Northwestern. I think Northwestern probably wins the game, but I don't know. Iowa on the road is a different team than Iowa at home. Northwestern can score. Iowa's an over team, but more they're an over team at home. They're a road team under. So I'm scared off by that. Houston's taking on Memphis. So there are some interesting numbers out of this one. Memphis on the year is 16-10 to the over. They're 8-5 in conference to the over. They are 6-4 over the last 10, and they're 8-5 to the over on the road. Memphis is 13-13, but they're 9-4 to the over in conference. Just 6-9 at home, but 4-1 over the last 5 for Houston for the over. Now, this total is a little bit higher than what we've seen for most games. It's 141 right now. The last time they had a total that was higher than this was against Tulane on the road. It was 146.5. They won by 20, and the game went under by 6.5 points. Memphis, however, has been pretty good on the road. Their last road game, it was 156. They scored 99 points. Game went over by 24. Against Tulsa, it was 153. Game went under by 5 points. But they've had some good games over the last, their 3 of the last 4 have gone over. Their last home game against Central Florida was 149.5. It was a 64-63 final. That's one reason why this total, I think, is 141. The KenPom projection has this at 144. And offensively, the reason why I think, even though it's only one possession more, Memphis's offense is in the top 40. Now, we're talking about the top 10 defense for Houston. They are very good, extremely good. Top 10, 90, 90.5, 8th in adjusted defensive efficiency. But Houston's offense is 120.3. That's 4th best in adjusted offensive efficiency in the country. Memphis's defense is 45th. Not awful, but also not amazing. Rebounding-wise, we know what Houston does. They're a top 5 offensive rebounding team in the country. They don't turn the basketball over, and they're very effective shooting the ball. Top 35 effective field goal percentage. But Memphis is 45th in that. We need Memphis to score in this game. If we get 65 or more points out of Memphis, I feel pretty good about this game going over. I think we're going to get 75 points minimum here out of Houston. And I think we got a chance to see this game potentially get both teams in the 70s, and this game flies over. I lean towards Memphis plus the points. It's a pretty hefty number. It's 13.5 for Houston. Now, KenPom has this as a 12-point win, so they see some value on the dog. But I think this game gets to be high scoring. There's a good chance Houston could score 80 points on their own. If they score 80, we get 65 points out of Memphis, and we're flying over. They cover the line, and we also get the over. I think it's very possible. I'm going to go kind of against the trend, against what people probably would say is like Memphis isn't going to be able to score. I think they can score enough. We get 65 points out of them. That's what we need out of Memphis. If that's what we get from them, I think we're going to wind up going over in a game where I think most people will be on the under because it's Houston. And they're like, oh, yeah, Houston, 3 points of value. I'll take KenPom's projection here, and we'll go over 141 at minus 110 for Houston and Memphis at 1.1 units. All right, so 5 bets in play. Not a lot of breakdown on them because you guys know how I feel about most of these bets and most of these plays. Over 6.5 at minus 120. Colorado and Edmonton. Second period as well, but that's a personal play. Wild first period under 1.5 against Nashville at plus 105. 1 unit down. Under 6 at minus 110. Under 6 for the game Wild against the Predators. Under 6, Winnipeg and the Devils at even money. And we're going over 141 for Houston and Memphis in college basketball at 1.1 units. 5 bets, 5.4 units in play. If we sweep this board, I mean, this will be the best week I've ever had betting. If I go 5-0 today, this would be incredible. I'm not going to go 5-0 today, okay? I can't have a losing week. It's impossible. It's just a matter of how far up will I be. I've won every day except one, and I've won multiple units every day except one, and we were down 0.05 on the day that I did not win. So we've had a very good week, very hot. Let's keep it going, hopefully. If it cools off, so be it. It's been a lot of fun, and it's kind of like crapping out at the craps table. You just kind of go, do a little applause, feel good about what you just did, and then go back and cycle through and start back up again. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Every single morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.